Did you guys vote?
I didn't, you know.
No?
Yeah.
You did?
I
You
didn't,
can
bro.
get mad guilty in that.
I didn't. I didn't.
No, I voted.
Yeah, did you vote H?
Very last
I
minute.
did still.
You did, okay, cool.
I forgot.
Who did you guys vote
It was
for?
the 5th of May and I was like...
Did you vote for the brown person? Who did you vote for?
I voted, man.
You Tory!
What do you mean? There were bare black people on that list.
Yeah, I know. I was winding him up. I wanted to see if you'd be paying attention.
Yeah,
Man, like Sean Bailey and that. Bruv, he got a lot closer than I thought,
I
you know.
voted for people
I put
with
my hands
hair.
up. I read it wrong, bro. I was like, you ain't got a hope in hell. Donny was close.
Yeah.
He ran Sadiq Khan close, bro.
He was
Very close.
All up in his regular, man.
Yeah, so...
Mad.
Yeah. It was interesting to see.
I just voted for people with hair. And that was fine. That's all I will say on that matter. Anybody is trying to decipher.
Do you know what?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's been a bad 7 or so days for bold men and that, because you've got so Sean Bailey obviously didn't win the election when it came close. The bold Donny of Blue Therapy, and then you've got
The supervillain.
Even though this isn't really RNA time and that, but what's it? The Real Housewives and that homegirl, some lady called Portia and that. She teased someone's man and that. He's bold, belly, and African.
Yeah, she got herself an African
Bold
Steve
belly and
Sharp.
African.
Yeah.
I don't even watch it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's for the cufflinks. They all know. Like, if Esther was here, we'd have a chat about Portia and women that teeth other women's man and that. Like, apparently, you can fast forward your happiness if you teeth someone's man. I didn't say that, but that's what's out there. Apparently,
Fast forward your happiness.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't watch the show, so I was like, I woke up and it was just a mad thing.
All the man them online was like, oh, why is everyone talking about Porsches?
Hey, there's some
And
serious horsepower on that Porsche.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The RNA, me, like, I was like, I looked, I was like,
You want to start women's business?
Yeah, I want to start women's business, but I'm in there. I went to look and I was like, oh, this is the shit my lady likes to watch and that. I was like, so Donny was with his original babes and that. You was around, you come to the house, he saw, okay, cool, that one's upgraded package. Let me go and grab that babes and that.
Yeah. Do you know
crazy.
what? I had to holler at, some of the home girls to
find out the
break
gossip
it
and that.
down, to break it down, innit? Just like
To
how
pick up
they were
what they're
holding at
putting
me
down.
to break down Super League stuff.
Okay.
Balance, innit?
Come on.
So
You were saying earlier, that divine feminine and masculine energy.
yeah, so I was like, right, what's going? Like, this is dominating the charts right now. What's going on? I want a piece.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, so like,
So I'm like,
yeah, apparently, she's now engaged to her friend's ex-husband.
wow.
Yeah, but the X thing is like very, very,
Fresh.
very recent.
So basically, they filed for divorce in January this year.
And she's been wearing very big dresses on the internet. So rumor has that she may be pregnant. So the fact she's come out with this timeline, if she then has a baby in a few months.
And then she posted something on the Instagram saying, like, we've only known each other for a little bit, but love is love.
Yeah.
The other babes wasn't my friend.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
These bitches is my sons.
I was like, this is violence.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
funny.
ask my sister.
She had both her Donnies, her baby father and a new Don together smoking cigars. And that. I was looking at her like,
She
you know
won.
what? I was like, you know what? You're walking the spirit of future.
Yeah.
Like, you cold. I like you cold. If you pulled it off, you cold.
She won.
Yeah.
The streets, man.
Yeah. When you got
Question.
horsepower, you can do that.
Do you reckon you could get stolen from your partner?
Nah, the nigga
Myth.
left.
Myth.
He wanted to leave, bro.
No, he asked you.
No, I'm asking you, man.
Oh, what you talking
we
about?
could we get stolen?
Stolen. I mean, I'm not an item. Like, I'm a human being. Okay.
I said, value me, bitch.
Yeah, man.
High value man. Alex, like, how did we get here?
How are you gonna get stolen?
Yeah.
Just run in and take you.
Do you know what I'm saying? My pick and mix. Like, nah, you can't steal
Like,
me.
you can decide to leave. Anyway,
Yeah,
but
it's all
I
like-
don't think you can. You're either happy or you're not. Clap your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then you figure you can, and then you just end up like.
The whole grass is greener element plays a part as well.
But the reason-
what did Tyler Perry say in one of them films? Like, it's the 80%. You got the 80%.
Oh, yeah. Why did I get
here.
married?
Yeah, you got the 80% here, and then the 20%.
80%. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can leave them for the 20%, and then he left. And
And there's always a bold villain in Tyler Perry movies as well.
I told you it's peak for bold dons right now,
is
bro.
there always a bold villain?
Yeah, there's always one in there. But you might even with that theory, it's funny because if, let's say, theory-wise, agenda-wise,
But what you bring?
you got stolen and that, yeah, there's always going to be enough of babes with bigger nyash, a little bit younger, smaller waist than that, and maybe looks better. So,
the 20%.
like,
Yeah.
Donny goes over there, innit? So, You know, if let's say for the agenda,
You
that's
had
what
Jill
happened.
Scott right there, man. That was your 80.
Yeah.
But you wanted to go for the 20%.
Mm.
You know.
That crying movie.
Don't he play that role too well as well? Like I know that if he walks around now like in like predominantly like black women areas and that, like he was still gonna get like weird energy, even though he was acting.
Yeah.
Even though Donnie's acting.
Who we talking about? The Donnie and Why Did I Get Married?
He was in the
When I
Wood.
played Jill Scott's wife,
Bro.
I mean husband. Sorry.
He was
Yeah.
in the Wood, wasn't he? Did you?
He was in the
Yeah,
woods.
yeah,
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 he
yeah.
was in the woods.
He
Yeah.
was funny in that.
Yeah. Nah, he was horrendous in that movie. In Why Did I Get
Why Did I-
Married?
he was
He let
awful.
her go up the mountains during a blizzard on her own
And Donnie came on the vacation with his
with a side woman.
yeah.
Wait up.
Oh, we're just doing bare spoilers for H and that.
No, but I'm thinking to myself, like, how did that situation happen? Because I'm thinking to myself, how you don't accidentally climb a mountain by yourself?
He made her feel so small.
He made her get off the plane.
Yeah.
So she's big.
Basically,
She's a
she was
woman.
big, so she was occupying 2 seats.
Made her get off. They said get off the plane, and he said he made her drive, and he got on the plane. So
He stayed on the plane.
He stayed on
with
the plane.
With his
side
newer,
woman.
younger,
friend,
slimmer model.
with a friend, with a
And
friend.
then he arrived to the friend retreat with his friends and stuff with this next woman.
It was a couple's retreat,
couple's
and he
retreat.
bought a friend.
And it was like, they're like, where is your wife? Oh, she drove. She got her gospel tracks.
Yeah, she
Oh
was like,
shit!
how big ass had to go off the plane?
I say she got her gospel
That's
track.
what he said. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, you got that gospel music that you like? Go, play that.
She met the biblical man in the mountains.
Here we go. The man from apartment 3B.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah,
let's
mayoral
train
elections
together.
and that.
Oh yeah.
I like the tangent now.
Yeah.
So I
Bob.
don't know if you saw. So you obviously vote for someone that has hair, so that means you didn't vote for Sean Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's fine. That's judgment free. So
Just have to be clear.
Paige voted. He's not going to tell us who he voted for. That's his business as a black man. Vans, you didn't vote, did you?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't vote.
Is what it is.
Did you vote?
Yeah, I did. Same with you. I voted for someone with hair. So
Well, we're not just gonna we're not gonna
we're,
reveal.
we're just being silly, man. Sadiq Khan, man.
Yeah. Nah,
Follow my drift in it.
I
So,
heard
that. Yeah.
but what I did find, not even wouldn't say funny, I just found it like interesting was how high up the guy Nico, the YouTuber I was referring to maybe a few weeks ago, he was like 5th, you know, and it's kind of showing that like it's vibes, man. Vibes is running the place, bro. Like, because this thing's a bit of a joke, you know, for some people. They believe it's already rigged or like we know who's going to win X, Y, Z. Some people either going to have vote apathy or they don't vote. If they do engage, it's going to be for like silly things that if you make a policy that kind of appeals to me and I like it a little bit, I'll vote for you. And the celeb thing plays a part now as well. We're getting to that space where like obviously we had it on steroids with Donald Trump. I don't know if we could have it that crazy over here. I don't know if I can draw parallels, but I do feel like I don't think that thing is stopped. We're gonna have a few more people who are celebrities, quote unquote, try and enter that political arena.
What was like the basis behind your decisions in voting for whoever you voted
Traditional
for?
voting patterns. I don't trust Sean Bailey. I'm not necessarily overly inspired by Sadiq Khan either as well. So it was just kind of best of the worst situation in my opinion.
It was kind of like, for me, I was just more thinking like, I want to see what happens now that we're kind of, the pandemic is here and it's happened or happening, but it's happened, and you're mayor.
Yeah.
And then rather than it, because I feel like you like last year you can't really, things just got
It was a dead year, guys.
cancelled. Everything just had to be cancelled. Like, you know, no one knew this was coming. No one knew this was coming.
Yeah.
And so it kind of messed up politics. It messed up a lot of different things like policies and all this different stuff. So I'm looking at it just thinking like, what do you want to see for London going forward? And it was also for like the wider, the UK's kind of mayoral elections as well that was going on at the same time too. So it's really interesting to see kind of, I just want to see what he's doing, and I feel like he's learned his lesson because he did have a less of a majority than he did before, from what I remember.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
You have to think about like what's
The
happened.
London Assembly and all that stuff.
Yeah, over the past year as well. I know that, you know, there was a lot of things that were stagnant, but at the same time, there were a lot of changes and things that were going on that he was, you know, being pointed the finger at. You know, he's being blamed for a lot of the knife crime that's going on. There's a lot of road closures. There's different like, you know, speed limits changed and congestion charge, and a lot of people are like, what's happening to our London? you know. So there were a lot of things that were going against his favor, especially when there's the time where there's an opportunity for a new mayor to come into the fold.
And part of me was also thinking, like, you know what, I voted how I voted, but then also I'm like, well, what would it look like if there was a new mayor?
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. I don't really like having mayors for too long a time or leaders for too long a time. I want to see something different, and there needs to be a change. And kind of.
Didn't he say that he wants to be mayor until 2036?
Did he say that?
It might have been a parody, but I saw Sadiq Khan says that he would like to.
Hey fam, don't listen to that shit, man.
And I'm like, bro, what
Don't
kind of
move like Idi
dictatorship
Amin,
is that? Mugabe and that.
I don't know, man. I'm just like, and again, I'm kind of like disillusioned by it all anyway. I'm just like, you know,
That's scary to me, though,
exercise my right to vote.
Because the more like we just kind of are not on it enough. It just, especially how close it was, all you can see just needs small margins, and someone else that you might not agree with will just come into power because a lot of us are disillusioned and just can't be asked. So, but I can't make anyone do what they don't want to do. It just is what it is. That's on them in the political arena. Like, them not doing a good job is why a lot of us are just not on it. Because like I have just constantly seen over like maybe the last 6.5 months, story after story of blatant Tory corruption, like conservative corruption, no other words for it. They've been investigating Boris Johnson and like some renovations for his house, where the money come from, that relationship between them and donors. But for whatever reason, it's not like cutting through.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter to the wider public, it seems, isn't it? And I think also you got to look at like maybe I'm being a bit mad, like trends wise. How often have we had people sort of after obviously traditionally voted Labour? How often have they actually been in power? And when you actually look over history, it's not been that often. So maybe I'm just being a bit idealistic. Like, this is something that's like clearly the Brits enjoy the conservative rule. Like,
it's quite an old country, like population wise. So they are going to be a bit more conservative in their policies. They're gonna
true.
They're going to do that. So.
But I feel like
I don't know, man. Babylon's Babylon.
Babylon is Babylon.
Babylon.
I would rather just rent an island and live by myself somewhere else.
Hey, man.
But
Bill Gates.
Oh my God.
Let man know.
So he's in the streets. He's in the streets.
These guys.
Yeah.
So you're not saying growing up, where was if you was going to go like for a bagel, where would you go growing up?
A bagel.
Yeah.
Bagel bite.
Bagel bite,
bro.
You? No. Home.
Do you know what? Earlier I said like my little corner of London is where I stayed.
Of course.
What like I didn't recognize that there were any. I only really found the one in Shoreditch like when I was in my 20s.
Brick Lane.
That Brick Lane one.
Yeah, after a night out.
Yeah,
a messy night out. You see a couple of creatures out there and that.
Creatures.
Yeah.
That was it. Like,
night creatures.
Like, I don't know why bagel.
Oh no, because so on Halfcast having a chat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where, I've just seen a clip in it.
Yeah.
And the slander on Bagel King's name has just been ridiculous. They weren't making no funky ass songs about Bagel Bite back in the day. Like, I'm just ridiculous.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, wait. So what is that? Your glorification of like, you know?
No, that was just my first marker. I have more.
Oh, what? Deneo mentioned us in the fucking Funky House song.
I mean, it wasn't just Deneo. There's a few others in that, you know.
In fact, Deneo should have been hyping up Bagel Bite.
Yeah, realistically.
And that shows if Donny's from here and he's hyping up the thing over there, that's blatant
I just
honesty.
think like South London is just more loud, innit? Like, just.
And I feel like you lot are trying to be overly loud in response when like bare people didn't know what the fuck a Bagel Bite was.
We don't need that. We don't need this publicity. Like, it's fine.
It's like Morley's. You guys all talk about Morley's from South.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I've seen it pop up in Northwest London now.
Yeah, there's
Morley's down here.
Yeah, there's one in Halston.
There's a bang.
I was disgusted.
You said disgusted.
I was looking at it, I was like, why are you here? Like,
gentrification.
Like, why are you up
the
here?
South
like,
remembers.
No one invited you past the Thames to be up here.
Like, yeah, are taking a piss with their prices.
The who?
Sam's.
Yeah.
Sam's are taking a piss.
I've always complained about the price of chicken and chips up here. It's ridiculous.
I hear that.
Sam's used to bang.
Sam's, yeah.
2 for 2.
Yeah. Oh, 2 for 2.
Now it's 2 for £2. No, 2 for £3 or 2. I don't know. Something.
The branding's all off, bro. You can't say 2 for 2. That makes sense. No.
Doesn't even roll off the tongue well, innit?
Yes, that's like it's mad division.
Yeah, nah.
You know, you could just get the pound from your friend and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do a 2 for 2, and then just like a thing. Now it's
yeah,
like,
bro, we used to actually go halves.
Yeah.
Like, you got 2 for 2.
Yeah, what you saying? 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even like. You had to be on it.
You know them times
You
actually.
couldn't even not be on it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, bruv?
Do you
Like
like
you're messing up the thing? You're messing up the thing,
It's
bro.
just a routine, bro.
Do you ever think how you used to manage money like when you were like, younger? I feel like I don't even know how I managed to get pound coins.
No, absolutely,
when I
bro.
think about
Because
it.
like our options, we had
no
so many different options.
It was like, yeah, man,
A pound could get you like a lot.
so much.
Yeah, pound is definitely stretching a lot further back then. And then if you was a youth that was playing like pound up and that, if you was a little hustler, you was going sames in the morning, grabbing the cheap donuts and selling them in school. Going,
No,
when you found
bro,
pound shop
my mum
and
used
that.
to buy multi-packs. I used to, you know,
Of course.
slip something and then you see.
One guy used to. School is like a mini society, innit? Like,
Yeah.
So there's one guy he used to bag up the little sweets. He's like, anybody want some sweets? Anybody want some sweets? Like, selling,
You know what they
shifting
went on
around.
to do later in life.
There we go. I
You
was like,
might want to hear my first hustle ever.
Go on.
I was in primary school, and I remember, you know, when Pokemon
Hustler
came
of the decade.
That's real talk.
Primary school.
Primary school,
You had
yeah.
to hustle.
Yeah, and I had two. I'll say the first one.
All right.
The first one was more of just a move, innit? So basically, I'd go into the shop, me and my boy in the morning before we went to school. I'd speak to boss man, do you get me? Because he was cool and that. I chat to him and start talking bad shit. My boy would go in the back and lick the sunny D's, innit? But then we rotate days on who would speak to boss man. You see what I'm saying? So
You lot were moving like Aladdin.
that was the first move. But then we look back, we graduated sunny
Aladdin
D's.
on
innit?
the boo and that.
I don't let him talk to you like that.
No. It's alright. But no,
Running through
check
the
it,
market.
The next hustle was like the Pokemon one, innit? But not the Pokemon cards hustle. It was the Pokemon game. So I remember the Pokemon Red and Blue came out. Yeah. I remember my brother's brethren. He was Filipino, so he got the game super early, innit? And man played it in another language. Somehow.
Wait.
There's some mad stereotypes here.
No, because he got it from there, innit?
Oh, okay.
But what were you guys implying?
I was just asking.
Back away, but it's not worth it. Back away. It's not worth it.
So yeah, he got the game early. He let man borrow it. Man played it and figured it out. It was in another language, but man managed to figure it out. I can't remember where, but there was a cheat that I'd clocked. I can't remember if he told me or wherever it came from. However, when I got this cheat, when the game has come out over here in this country, I already know everything about the game. So what I used to do is I used to take people's games overnight and charge them for leveling up their Pokemon because it was a cheat with a rare candy cheat.
oh, I remember the people that used to do that.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
People used to do that, yeah.
So man would do
Hustler
that.
of the decade.
I told
And
you.
man would make so much bread. Now, when I say so much bread, obviously I couldn't buy a house.
It's relative.
But
like
for then,
yeah,
I was
for
the
them
guy
times.
in it.
Yeah.
So this is when I found out about betrayal. So I tried to put on one of my bridges in it.
Betrayal.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you this is where it goes next in it. So I was killing it for however long I was killing it for. Yeah, like I could buy any sweet in the
Frank
shop.
Lucas.
I was that guy. Like anything I wanted in the shop. Damn, I didn't have to steal Sunny D's no more in it. Like I'd come up,
Okay.
told my bridge and I said, "This is the cheat. This is what you do." I was like, "Just get the game, borrow it from them, do this, X amount for this, and we can do that." Cool. Next day I come into school. Yeah, I looked around. No one's approaching me, innit? Like, no one's, their Pokemon leveled up no more. I was thinking, like, it's a bit quiet. What's going on, innit?
Tough crowd.
Man, like, yeah, no, we can do this ourselves. We were good. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, no, my man told us. Bruv, he fucked up the entire hustle.
He fucked up the operation,
But
bro.
you know, I didn't understand to this day. Yeah.
He wanted out of the game.
But
He wanted out.
He just got into the game. He didn't even make no bread.
Yeah.
He just told people for telling people sick. So he fucked up for me
So he was a chatty patty.
and him. Yeah, and after
Is that your brethren today?
yeah, he is. No, but I'll tell you something else, yeah. There's two dons, yeah.
Oh, you're just revealing bad stuff today, bro.
No, it's just coming up. There was two dons. I think this is the one part of my memory that baffles me. Two of my brethren, they're very similar, innit? I've known them my whole life, innit?
Right.
I can't remember who it was that told it. It was one of them two, innit?
Okay.
But each of them say it was the other one. He's like, no, you told my man. And he's like,
So
no, you
there's
told him.
accountability.
I can't remember who it is, so I think it was both of them. And they set me up.
I heard that.
They're still my brethren to this day, but one day I will get them.
Jesus Christ.
So you saying that about holding grudges? That's
See
a
it there?
toxic
It's
trait.
a toxic trait right there, boy.
You know,
I'm
like,
provoked, you
full
know.
circle.
Like in Boondocks when grandfather was like having when he had beef with his friends.
Oh, yeah, that old don with
Yeah,
the...
I can't lie and I might get cancelled for this.
You never watched it.
I've never watched a single episode of
How
Boondocks
did you get cancelled?
because,
No, wait, hold
bro,
on.
How did we
to
get
certain people that I've spoken to, and I'm like, I've never
No,
watched an
that's
episode.
a
They're
single
like, what?
episode, bro. Not one.
Not one episode.
So you don't know who Riley is?
Nah.
I feel like you'd
What
enjoy.
is-
You would
what is
enjoy
on with
Boondocks.
with the
Camera.
Yeah,
with the camera.
You'd
The one
enjoy.
I was I saw a clip of him like exposing or cussing everyone that was like celebrating R. Kelly. I think I saw one clip.
Was that Riley or something?
Yeah, Riley was the one with the
Boondocks
thing.
is quite prophetic with some of the stuff on there.
I think you'd enjoy it. I feel like you're someone that would enjoy that show.
Yeah, and
I'm
I need
surprised
to-
you didn't watch it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
What was you?
Do you know what?
watching,
Yeah, like
Like,
What was you watching?
like,
Yeah. Etc.
Nah, do you know what? I think around the time when it came out, yeah, I had intended on watching it. You know, there's just certain things that come out and you just miss and you just haven't gone back to.
Yeah, it happens.
That's just one of those things. I will get back to it though. I've got an external hard drive with a lot of stuff on there, and I think Boondocks is on there. I'll take time and watch that.
Gotta do it.
You know,
It is what it is. You not seen the royal family? They're joining YouTube, so they're doing like, comment, and subscribe. Want to be influencers?
They're
and
doing what?
Yeah, Prince William and his
and
wife.
Kate
and that.
Middleton, yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
They're doing like, you got like, comment, and subscribe on their thing, man.
Yeah, they're influencers now on YouTube.
Anything to clean up job. Obviously, the
They
Harry and
really-
Meghan effect, innit? So,
They really
They're trying to modernize their thing,
trying to modernize it before they.
but I'm trying to figure out like what type of content are they gonna give on their YouTube channel?
pass the caviar.
They're not relatable people.
Yeah, they're not.
I know it's not gonna be this, but I hope it's like reaction videos.
Nah.
I think that'd be sick.
Imagine they do a reaction video to the Queen in the Range and that, scurrying it,
Yeah,
whipping
They'll be
excursion
searching in the
plate.
background.
Reaction video to the regular people.
Yeah.
Oh, the ghetto. What are they doing? The bus?
We start reviewing drill videos.
Oh my days.
Adiola, what a roll with a geezer.
I feel like they could have really just learned from Meghan and Harry, and then just expanded that together instead of having this big divisive thing. Why did they have a YouTube channel?
It's funny.
The royal family,
Well, no, I said the royal family.
It's just them two.
It's William and Kate. innit?
William and Kate.
Yeah,
They really. Anyway,
the so-called future king on YouTube.
It's all very reactionary, isn't it? So like, because I just feel like they've obviously Kate was she went to the vigil for Sarah Everard.
Yeah,
did she?
Yeah, so it's like I felt like they're doing like, so that's kind of like Diana
PR
based
run.
kind of content. They're trying to keep like, so, okay, well now we're doing this.
They
Obviously,
really
because
are
Harry and Meghan are
trying.
doing,
We-
they're stepping into the podcast space and production and stuff.
Oh,
doing
swear
a lot of
down.
stuff, yeah.
Harry, who's
Harry and Meghan.
Harry and Meghan. They got their company in Archwell, but I feel like no, they're really trying, man. They're begging, like, they think we're stupid.
yeah.
But a lot of us are. It's gonna work, bro.
They think we're stupid. man.
Wasn't Stacey Solomon on? Was she on Loose Women or one of those talk shows?
Yeah.
She was
And
letting rip.
like letting it rip.
That's the first time I ever seen her. Like I felt like she was speaking sense, like she was intelligent and that. Like, first time ever, bro. I was like, I agree. Bro, Stacey Solomon isn't. That's not like one of the things you go to about when you like describe her. Be like, oh yeah.
Why?
Nah,
Do you know
she's
what?
not- she's not.
Why is that?
She's not sharp.
Let's unpack that.
Yeah, let's unpack.
Let's unpack that.
You can't cook me if you ain't seasoned me. which one this is, eh? Rebuttal for rebuttal. Bow, bow.
Nah, but I think where she was coming from, it was just like a human element. She was just talking based on
like, what?
how, you know, and someone with a bit of sense will look at things, yeah, and just like, I don't get it.
Because there's no
She's like, I don't
personality.
get it. I don't get
People
it.
always go, oh,